like you, this scares the jeepers out of me. And they had never done anything on the ground. Period. Nothing. And I was like, well, the first rule of going to the ground is don't go to the ground. Right? So I was teaching them a sprawl. And really, that's like, if I want to be good at anything on the ground, it's not going to the ground. Because I'm not a ground fighter. I mean, I feel like I can get your eyes out of your head no matter where.
Just to get back up.
Right.
You don't want to roll with it, you want to get back up. So if you learn the sprawl and good defense against somebody taking you, right, and just good balance, like if people that want to judo throw you or something like that, you got to learn to be able to control your balance and not fall down. If you were punching me the whole time, I would have definitely let go. Right, so if you don't like ground fighting, practice your ground defense.
I'm scared of knives. They terrify me.
No.
If somebody's attacking me.
Okay, somebody's attacking you. So what particular kind of attack? So what you're afraid of is somebody standing here like this. Okay. But so I'm a bad guy and I got a knife and I'm coming at her. Okay, she's already doing something wrong. What's she doing wrong?
Standing there.
When I see that person with a knife, I'm going to go. The reality is, if somebody tries to stab you, now if your fear was you're going to walk down the street and some guy's just going to go, ah, like that, fight like the third monkey. You gotta, I mean, that's the whole different situation when you get just totally bum rushed and tackled and you don't see it coming. And if somebody goes like this, or somebody's like that, oh, you got to get the heck out of it. Start screaming, ah!
I'm afraid of going into a car, right, in the dark, and somebody hiding in the backseat, kind of grabbing you, trying to snatch you in.
Because you've seen that on TV.
I'm still looking there with a flashlight.
Okay. I was going to say, I don't have my keys. My keychain has a little light on it or something like that.
Yeah,
You know, so you walk up, look in your car. So your car is 50 yards away. You're coming out of the mall at night, you know, and you got your little shopping bag. When do you pull your keys out?
I pulled it up before I walked out, and I pulled it up my purse.
So I pull my keys out, like, and I just have it, you know. I'm a big, strong man. Like, I walk out to my car, I have my keys in my hand long before I get to my car, right? And I can look in the back seat. I mean, your car's locked, but, you know, you look in the back seat, you get in your car. If you've looked in the back seat, there's nobody in your back. If you look in the back seat, there's a giant pile of blankets. You might kind of go,
I don't remember blankets being in the backseat of my car.
And if you keep blankets in a big pile in the backseat of your car, you know, don't, you know. But you unlock your key, you know. But these are really good because you can hang on to this key ring right in the face with that. That would hurt like crazy, right? But that's assuming that as you walk up to your car, somebody's going to try and get you right there, and then you're just going to turn and you're going to fight like a third monkey. You know? And whip that thing right in the face. So what? Okay, let's say worst case scenario happens. She gets in her car and driving down, and she forgot to look under the big pile of blankets. And a guy jumps from behind her. Drive straight ahead. What are you going to do? What's the first thing you do when you get in your car? Okay, so now you're driving, a guy reaches over the steering wheel. What are you going to do? Drive straight ahead. I know what I would do. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm just going to... He's going to be a dash. Right? I mean, you're in charge of a multi-ton weapon. And he's behind you with a run.
It's happened to me before. So some guy comes up behind you and picks you up and throws you over the shoulder. I'm like...
He starts taking you away?
Yeah. So what do you do? It was a
They're
friend.
playing. I was like...
Yeah.
Is this something you want to talk about?
He picked me up from the back and threw me over his shoulder and started walking away.
Throw you over... I don't know how he threw you over the shoulder. So from
I was
the
just
in the
walking
back?
and he got me, yeah. And
So
it just
you-
kind of flipped me over.
Okay,
but
so-
I have had guys...
Pick her up and throw her over your shoulder. Two hands that are not doing anything,
Yeah.
right? What can you reach?
Yeah.
Reach around, grab his face. If once you've got his head, close your eyes. Can you find his nose?
Yes.
Find his nose. Squeeze his nose. Can you find his eyes?
Poke him out.
Think if you jammed your thumb 2 knuckles deep in his eye socket, he'd let go of it?
Yeah.
That's likely.
That's not cool.
Okay.
Good grab. Okay. What do I know that he's not going to do right now?
Punch you.
And I have 2 hands that happen to have 2 thumbs, and God just happened to have given him 2 eyes. I mean, this is my go-to move. If I can find your face, I am absolutely, and I'm hanging on. I am grabbing on, and I'm going to go and pull and there you go, let go. I mean, you can just do this. Does that help? Just reach back there, and you don't have to see it. You can reach back and go, his head. Where's your laser?
I think grab you from the back and you got your
Arms pinned.
So somebody grabs you from the behind like this, and I mean, I don't know where I would go from here. So what am I going to do with you? Pick you up and throw you in a car?
I guess so.
Okay, well, I mean, if they're going to pick you up and throw you in a car, as soon as they let go of you, throw you in the car, it's third monkey time. You know, you got to, it's scratch, bite, plow, you know, whatever like that. You can try, because it's actually hard to get a good grip unless I go really low like this. And now I've lost you, so I think I got one arm. I think you got one arm free if you try.
Yeah.
Isn't this arm free? Look for my eyes.
Yeah.
And just grab an ear,
Okay.
you know, and just start pulling.
Okay.
If I happen to have both hands, and I got you up here like this, I bet if you threw both arms up in the air as hard and fast as you could,
Yeah.
I bet now I'm starting to lose my grip. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you gotta wiggle. It's hard to hang on to somebody. I mean, you guys have grappled, haven't you? You've rolled around. When somebody's trying to get loose, it is hard to hold on to them. It's like trying to catch Jello. You just gotta wiggle around until they let you down.
He told me when he starts to pick you up, grab the leg. Any which way, if he tries to say he's going this direction, you can go where he wants to go forward. Take him back. You see what happens? He's using his body to do this, or whatever he's doing, and just wrap a leg. He's gonna be like, he's gonna knock me. And he bites it, right? And he'll get tired before you are. You do probably. Yeah, and you're dead weight at that point.
All those principles, you know, mean what you say what you mean. You know, extending your body, elastic, all that stuff comes into play. So if somebody grabs you and you want them to let go, what are you gonna do? Tell them to let go. Are you gonna tell them or are you gonna mean it? You're gonna mean it. You know, and you know, you put all of that stuff in there, and it's not gonna happen. I can't come up with enough techniques for every scenario that could possibly happen. And that's why we work more on like the theory of motion and principle, because you have to be able to know the principles, so where when something happens, you can just apply those principles, whatever it is. Because it's impossible. You just can't come up with enough techniques for every situation that ever is. What else? That's weird. That's actually, that's damn. So someone comes up from behind you and goes like this, okay? I would start trying to get some space in between there. So now as hard as I pull, as long as you've got some fingers in there, it doesn't actually get on your throat, right? Now if they're doing it with like a piano wire, it's going to get really ugly really quick because it's going to start cutting your hands, right? But you have to start grabbing, pulling, kicking, screaming, you know, everything you can. But anytime there's a choke thing going on, whether it's an arm or whatever, you know, anybody know what the rule is about your chin if you start getting choked? Chin to your chest. Because it keeps their hand, but if that's not it, then you want to try and get your hand in between. You can do that, you can pull, or you can do this. Right? Because if you just get your hand up here, no matter how hard I pull, if your hand is in there, it's not on your neck or on your throat, it's on your hand. So you want to try and get something in there really quick. You know, chin to your chest, slide a hand up there. Right? It's pretty easy to slide a hand up there. It's your body. You know where you're not going to go, oh, God. Right? Get your hand up there and get some space, and then,
Especially for the ladies, depending on the shoes, be sure to just scrape down the shin.
yeah, you got to scrape down the shin and smash the
So if you're wearing heels especially, but depending on the type of shoe.
Yeah,
that
shin. Yeah. If you hear there's a fight, and you're going, fight, go and watch. Absolutely run over there and watch. Not because you want to know what is it really like. How do these people really think, and what are they really doing? Street fighting mentality has changed. Now it's, I want to ground and pound you. I don't want to be grounded and pounded. Do you? I don't even want to be grounded. I mean, aside from maybe that nice grassy area out there, what surface do you want to roll around on the ground on? I don't even want to roll on this. This is carpet. But all the principles and the energy and dirty strikes and stuff like that, they're still apply. I'll still rip your eyes out from the ground. I can still smother you from the ground, stuff like that. But I don't want to go to the ground. So rule number one, don't go to the ground. I mean, just avoid going to the ground. Learn to stand up. Work on pairing up and trying to throw the person down, and you just keeping your balance as they try to throw you down. You know, and practice that kind of stuff. Practice your sprawls. Have them grab one leg and practice your sprawl, and then as soon as you get in out, boom, get back up and be ready to go and practice your sprawl. So if somebody tries to take you down, they can't take you down.